I've already unboxed it. You didn't miss much. Oh my goodness. It was a very basic unboxing. Power cable, USB-C cable, and that's basically it, along with the Rodecaster Pro 2. On the inside, you've got a QR code you can scan for all of the pertinent stuff that you require to get the Rodecaster Pro 2 up and running. But we're going to walk through the setup of it. And this is the Rodecaster Pro 2 down here. I saved the peel for you, okay? All right. Oh, you can't hear that, but oh, it's so satisfying. There we go. I'm pretty sure this has been used prior. I think this was something that they tested it before they sent it to me just to make sure it works. But let's power it on here. Ooh. Okay, so I also plugged in the Ethernet cord. Okay, so let's tap our way through. Rodecaster Pro, the operating system will not activate until the official launch date in June 2020. You will be able to download firmware and get started as soon as it's officially launched. And let's get connected. Wired. I love how it does offer you Wi-Fi as well, so you can actually, this thing will update as necessary, which is absolutely amazing. Update now. Rodecaster Pro 2, click. And here's the setup. Date and time 6/18/556. Is it 5? No, it's 2 o'clock. What is this? So you use the little knob here. 2:58. There we go. Date and time. Okay, so here's where you connect through Wi-Fi, wired, or Road Central for PC Mac. So you can actually choose to update this thing on your PC, or you can literally just plug it in and it will update itself. We're wired. However you do this, I don't think it matters. We're just going to go through wired, but if you want, literally choose Road Central for PC Mac, and then the Road Central app will do all of the updates for you. But we're going to just go with the wired connection. So we're going to get started. Now, this is privacy. I'm not going to jump on anyone for choosing specific privacy information on this. Whatever you want to share with Rode is up to you. It doesn't really matter to me. I really don't care about usage statistics. And this is asking me about my show. Now, I don't actually have a show. I don't have a podcast as of yet. But you can actually load an existing show from external storage, create default show using the setup wizard, or create a default show using the default settings. I'm going to use that, but this is really interesting. If you've been rocking a Rodecaster Pro, you can import everything, all your settings, everything with this one import. I love that. So we're just going to go default. Okay, we're going to name this. There, we've named it Dark Corner Studios. Hit next. Oh, you get to select an icon. That's kind of cool. I wonder if there's a way that I can upload my logo to this. I'm going to actually find that out this week. Let's go with the NT1. I like that. There we go. We are ready to go. And just like that, like mere seconds after getting this thing unboxed, plugged in, and ready to go. Yeah, actually, that kind of surprises me. I thought this was going to be a bit more of a setup. Really like this. Ooh. So once again, you can choose your mic. I'm probably going to be using the NT1 on this thing for the week that I'm using this and preparing the review. But yeah, you can use the regular dynamic condenser instrument. Ooh, line in. So I will be using the NT1 on this. So let's just do that. Oh, cool. You can see the faders. Oh, and it even shows you Unity. Oh, that's amazing. So the Unity mark, basically 0. You can run all these up to Unity. Oh, that's nice. That's really cool. So these are your 6 channels in. You've got your mics 1 through 4, your Bluetooth, as well as your sound pads. That's the 6. Then on these 3, these are the ins that you can choose. Your computer in, which would probably be your computer sounds. That's what this one would be. And you can change all of that. Oh, cool. This is a lot more in depth than the first one was. Oh, and here's that routing. That's really cool. So you can route the first USB 1 through input 1. Oh, that's cool. Again, I'm going to go for a week. I'm going to work with this and try to figure this out and see how it kind of comes together before I'm going to do a full review. This is just kind of the look about, okay? You'll notice on the Rodecaster Pro here, they do have this aluminum top, which the one thing I loved about the original Rodecaster Pro is it was gorgeous. It was all aluminum. It was just beautiful. And the one thing I'm a little disappointed with this is that they've replaced some of it with plastic. Here, let me get rid of that box. They've replaced some of it with plastic. So the back, you can see this whole shell all the way around to the bottom part of the unit is plastic, which isn't my favorite. I would have chosen to have an all aluminum body, but I think with the Rodecaster Pro, the simplicity of the original Rodecaster Pro allowed them to do things like give it an all aluminum body. I think this is the one concession they had to make just to keep costs down. Now let's take a walk through here. Let's turn this around. Can we turn it around? Cables hanging off everywhere. You'll see you got your power button. You've got the power in. You also have this here. This is the Ethernet port. And you have the SD card right above it. Now that SD card links to the number 1 USB in, and this would be the USB pass-through for your computer. Number 2, I'm guessing, I haven't looked at any of the documentation for this, but I'm guessing you can actually send out to another source as well. So you could probably pass through the audio to whatever. The idea that you might be able to record to 2 sources is kind of cool. Then you got your headphone outs, you've got your monitor outs, as well as 1 through 4 for the microphones. On the back of the unit, I think it's really cool that they put a VESA mount on this. That VESA mount allows you to really use this in any position you want. You can mount this up like a monitor so you can have all of your controls at your fingertips and off the desk. And I think that's a really important one to understand. This is not a small footprint. And something like this on your desk with your monitor, with your keyboard, with everything else, this would just take up a ton of room. Being able to mount it off to the side, man, that's a great idea. I love that they did that. They even have a 3/8 mount on the back as well. So you could mount this basically anywhere. As for the rest, and like I said, it is a plastic body all around. You do have that nice aluminum finish up top that attracts all your fingerprints. You got the big old dummy record button. Once again, you've got your headphone outs. The knobs on this feel fantastic. Much like the original Rodecaster Pro, I don't think they did much to improve upon that. But I mean, it was great to start already. The faders feel fantastic. They're once again aluminum. They have a nice feel to them. They're not too soft. They've got a little bit of pressure back on them. And that's kind of cool. I like that. The buttons, I think I'm playing a ton of sounds right now. And there's 3 banks. I love that it's not only shows you the bank, but it shows you the physical manifestation of what's playing. So if you switch to bank 2, you can see instantly what that bank is. You don't need that stupid card that had all the writing on it. I'm going to really have to go through all of the settings on this for the review. This is why this is just kind of a first impression. So far, I love everything about this. I'm not gonna lie. The versatility of this thing is gonna be what I'm really interested in digging into this week. Learning how I can really customize this as my own. I don't know what else to show you. The setup was super simple, super easy, but that I'm kind of blown away by this. Again, another Rode product blowing me away. Now the original, the one thing I hated about it was it didn't really multi-track well. It needed third party. That is now a thing of the past. So I'm gonna be clearing off my desk of my AudioFuse Studio. I'm going to be using this as a broadcast device for the next week, meaning I'm going to be running my morning show with it. And then when I think I've actually mastered this and I've got all the little tricks of the trade down, I'm going to be sharing with you what I liked about this and what I did with this and give you my full review. So stay tuned for that. Really cool. I'm super excited to be using this thing. And yeah, stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed, you might want to hit that subscribe button because I think there's going to be a big video coming out soon. That's your setup for the Rodecaster Pro 2. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And while you're waiting for the big review, I don't know, check this video out up here. It's YouTube thinks you might like it.